You're soft and weak. You'll never survive without me. I give you 2 months, tops.
I'm gonna miss you too, sis.
At just 20 years old, Jenna Ortega has already conquered screens and red carpets alike. You've seen her on Disney Channel, you've streamed her on Wednesday, and now you're wondering, what does life look like when you go from teen actor to global icon practically overnight? The truth is, Jenna Ortega is no ordinary celebrity. And how she chooses to spend her growing millions? It's not wildly excessive, it's calculated, curated, and completely her own. After a brief appearance in Rob in 2012, Ortega went on to have small roles in Iron Man 3 and Insidious Chapter 2. However, everything changed when she was cast as the lead in the Disney Channel series Stuck in the Middle. She received critical acclaim for the part and developed a following that grew alongside her. Her role as Wednesday Addams in Tim Burton's Wednesday series launched her career after a spell on Netflix's You and a run of genre movies, including The Babysitter Killer Queen, Scream 5 and 6, and Studio 666. She became one of the most watched young stars on the planet as the show broke records with over 150 million viewers in its first week. All that success translated to serious money. Her estimated net worth is now $5 million and climbing fast. From commanding $30,000 per episode of Wednesday Season 1 to a rumored $250,000 per episode for Season 2, she's easily pulling six figures for a single shoot. And in high-end endorsements with Dior, Neutrogena, and Adidas, it's clear her earnings aren't slowing down anytime soon. So how does someone in their early 20s choose to spend millions? Let's start with the basics: skincare and wellness. Two areas Jenna Ortega doesn't just dabble in but take seriously with intention over indulgence. Her relationship with beauty is refreshingly no-nonsense. When she was filming Wednesday in the freezing Romanian winter, her skin was constantly under stress. Between artificial blood, dirt, cold air, and full-day makeup sessions, instead of chasing trendy miracle products, she leaned into her essentials: a deeply hydrating lip balm, a mineral-based ultra-sheer sunscreen stick that could be used on both face and body, and a serum applied twice daily to protect her skin before and after makeup. Her toolkit isn't based on brand names, it's about function. Cuticle creams, barrier moisturizers, and healing ointments travel with her wherever she goes, acting as defense layers for long days in costumes, under prosthetics, or doing stunt work that's rough on the skin. But Jenna doesn't stop with the surface. Her wellness mindset is fully holistic. After working closely with Tim Burton on Wednesday, she picked up his habit of drinking ginger shots. Now she swears by them. Whether she's fighting fatigue, boosting her immune system, or just looking for a mental reset, ginger is her go-to. Some days she even admits to taking 3 or more. She pairs it with her usual cup of coffee in the morning, creating a balance between energy and immunity. It's not a fad for her, it's a ritual. She's investing in longevity, clarity, and inner calm, not just outer glow. Her diet reflects the same philosophy: clean and adaptable. Originally vegan, she had to switch during filming overseas to maintain her energy levels. Oatmeal with fruit in the morning, salmon or chicken for protein, fresh vegetables, and grains for balance. She's not rigid, but she listens to her body. If her schedule calls for fuel, she fuels. If she wants to indulge, popcorn is her weakness, especially organic, airy brands like Lesser Evil, introduced by her Scream castmates. It's one of her few snacking splurges. For Jenna, fashion is about more than simply what looks nice, it's also about what feels right. Her wardrobe choices reveal her boldness, independence, and unconventional desire to stand out. When Jenna goes out for coffee, walks the red carpet, or attends premieres, she sets trends rather than following them. She consistently ranks among the most talked about designers on the red carpet. She switches between a blood red, billowing Christian Siriano gown and a black leather mini dress with a large collar and thigh-high boots. Every glance conveys a purpose. She uses her clothes to communicate stories, not just to dress up. Her use of monochromatic color schemes, precise tailoring, and melancholy silhouettes all pay homage to her characters, particularly Wednesday Addams. Though it never feels like a costume. Instead, it feels like an extension of the character she's building in real life, someone equal parts elegance and edge. Her street style mirrors this same sense of identity. Off camera, she mixes oversized denim jackets, chunky boots, vintage band tees, and yes, her beloved black Converse chucks. They're not polished or precious. In fact, she prefers them beat up, scuffed, and broken in. She once joked her mom said they looked like they could walk on their own. But that's the point. They have walked through auditions, on sets, between takes, and they hold memories. She wears her shoes like she wears her roles, with grit, history, and ownership. And let's talk about bags. Jenna isn't defined by a single aesthetic. She can be seen with designer icons like Chanel 19 or the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis one day, and the next she's carrying a fun, adorable tote from Topshop or Zara. That's the magic of her style. She doesn't use price tags to measure value. She knows how to mix high and low, designer and street, old and new. It's not about flexing, it's about expressing. For Jenna, fashion is storytelling. It's the visual language of how she feels, where she is going, and who she wants to be that day. Surprisingly, despite the visual nature of her job, Jenna is kind of a tech minimalist. But when it comes to earphones or headsets, they're non-negotiable. Whether she's heading to set, decompressing after a shoot, or going for a walk, she's rarely seen without them. And they're not just for music. She said she uses them more often for silence, for blocking out the world, for tuning into herself. In a world that's always trying to get your attention, she's carved out pockets of calm. It's like her own way of therapy, controlling what she hears, when she hears it, and how she processes it. Even with millions in the bank, Jenna hasn't moved into a flashy mansion. She still lives with her family in Coachella Valley in the same house that grounded her during her rise. Her car collection includes a sleek Audi Q5 and a Mercedes, but she doesn't flaunt them. They're just tools to get from one meaningful place to another. Her lifestyle isn't curated for the camera, it's curated for the soul. And that authenticity carries over into her social media presence. With over 40 million Instagram followers and 12 million on Twitter, Jenna could easily flood timelines with brand deals and glam shots. But instead, she's careful. She's taken breaks, deleted apps, and made it clear that she doesn't want her self-worth tied to likes or shares. When she posts, it's intentional. Her content is often unfiltered, thoughtful, and personal. And when she collaborates with brands like Neutrogena, Adidas, or Dior, it's only because she actually believes in what they're doing. For Jenna, influence isn't just about reach, it's about meaning. Jenna's identity also flows from her cultural heritage. She is a proud Puerto Rican American and Mexican who has often advocated for representation. Her personal sense of uniqueness, her parents' morals, and her background have all influenced how she works and gives back. She has collaborated with organizations that support social justice, raises the voices of people of color, and mentors young Latinas. She does more than just write checks, she takes action, speaks up, and transforms adversity into advocacy. When she's not acting or campaigning, she's expanding creatively. She plays guitar, sings in private journals constantly, and has expressed interest in writing and directing. That might not be where her money goes today, but it's where her energy is heading. She's producing more, including executive producing Wednesday Season 2, and she's attached to ambitious projects like Beetlejuice 2 and Clara and the Sun. And yes, she's reportedly writing and quietly prepping her own scripts behind the scenes. And that's what makes her so different from many other young stars. Jenna doesn't treat her money as a trophy, it's a toolbox. Every dollar she spends builds something, a routine, a mindset, a career foundation. It's not about excess, it's about growth. And the best part? She never tries to hide the imperfections. From re-wearing Converse till they're falling apart, to surviving on popcorn and ginger, to struggling with breakouts from fake blood, Jenna makes the chaos look poetic. So what does a millionaire 20-year-old with global fame, high fashion access, and a breakout show actually do with her money? She invests in comfort, consistency, care, and character. She puts her millions into quality, not for attention, but for protection of her health, her identity, her peace. That's not flashy, but it's powerful. And in Hollywood, that's the most radical kind of luxury. Well, let's call it a break. I'll meet you in the next one.